Hello everybody, did this make it better? Today we're doing What If Deku had the Red Thread of Fate Part 12, I guess? Yeah, let's do that. First of all, let's just get into it because this is just like seconds after my other video. I just can't do over 30 because it will like cut out and it won't really be an hour, it'll be 30 minutes. So I got pissed off with that first incident, so I'm gonna keep it at 30. And with that, let's get back into it. So everybody's still in that room and talking. And Manila, since he's in his costume, he's letting his act getting over him, and he pretty much pull on Deku and asking, "Who's that girl? She seems really cute." And Zuko said, "Oh, her name's Kami." And Zuko said, and he said, "And you are already at the first name basis, even though you already have a girlfriend." And Zuko said, "Hey, hold on. Um, I'll turn on my quirk." And he looked at through his threads and asked, and Zuko asked him, "Now follow your thread." And so he kind of looked where his thread is going and going right towards Kami. Yes, I'm doing that kind of shit. Kami will be with Mineta, but way in the future, where they're both pro heroes and they're around their 30s, almost 40s. That far ahead. Because she will be doing some problems, but Manila will be finally mature enough to actually deal with it. So it's a ship, but the one that takes forever and ever to get together. And Manila said, "Oh, really?" And Zuko said, "Yes, but you need to work on your other threads by yourself. I cannot do anything else. These will happen to you naturally. You need to do your best of you can be." And Kaminari asks Manila why he's so happy. He seems like he just got asked out by a girl. And Manila said, "Well, kinda." And he's kind of like excited at this point, letting his pervy side show. And they're talking. So the next round comes out, and it's the rescue portion. It's going to be exactly the same. Um, yeah, it's going to be exactly the same. I can't see anything different about this part. Zuko doesn't have an overpower. He has one for all, but he doesn't really use it. He has full counter too. So he's pretty much when Todoroki and the one guy is fighting each other, and with Orca, he pretty much went towards the wind guy, plucked about 3 of his strings that pretty much tell him to get over um, Endeavor, that his son is not the same, and stop acting like this or you will fail at the same time. And he's understanding all these, so he's actually stopped and listening to it. But that moment of time, it was already too late for him. But Todoroki has his opening and uses fire to go around Orca. Bakugo is going in and trying to do some fights. It's slowing Orca down, but when he put more water into it, it didn't really help. Dang flies. I hate these things. And Zuko actually make a thread gel on Orca as well. So he can't really move at all, and Bakugo has this chance to actually blast on some explosion on him. And it was enough where he kind of stopped moving and can't really do anything else. So and they tell everybody, tell all of his minions to stand down. We have your leader. So they did that. Everybody else pretty much get their hostages and move them away. All the people that were trapped as well. Zuko was helping out the aftermath of cleaning and getting all the other ones that were small in the smaller cracks, pretty much looking through where the threads are going to and pointing it out. So he got a same, almost actually it's the same exact amount of points. He didn't do that little interaction. He actually knew what he had to do. So he passed. Todoroki passed. Bakugo passed. The wind guy did not pass. Kami, she did pass. The guy with meatball arms did not pass. And yeah, everybody else did pass. Huh, 5 minutes. I thought it would be longer. So everybody pretty much started leaving and actually celebrate by doing a party. Zuko said, "Oh, that's cool. What kind of music are we gonna be playing?" And the head, Momo actually was doing the party because everybody has passed in their class, even Manila, which is very surprising. But oh well. Sorry. Back into it. Dang haircut. Back. What was it? Yeah. So everybody pretty much enjoying playing some games, and there was a point of it where he actually asked Toroki, "So, are you going to ask her or are you going to wait?" I'm very curious now. And Toroki said, "On what?" And Izuka said, "Didn't I show you the tape?" And he said, "Oh, but I still don't understand this romance thing." So Izuka said, "Oh, that's fine." And he kind of like asked Toroki to come close and also asked Bakugo if he could borrow a book. He said, "Sure, but which one?" And Zuko said, "Oh, the same one that you guys got together." And Bakugo said, "Okay, but who you going? Are you giving it to someone or are you actually reading it?" Zuko said, "Oh no, it's going to be for Todoroki." And this is at over at their room, at Deku's room right now, so no one else can hear this. I hate this. Why is what's all these? That's why. Okay, but anyway, Todoroki pretty much taking the book and start reading the first page, and asking Deku, "Do I have to really read all this?" And Zook said, "No, but this will help you understand how girls think, and most of them really want a certain relationship that would be like perfect. So some of them do want a romantic and more thoughtful person, but they never get it because we don't understand. So this will help you, and on whatever day you want to try it, make sure you like ask us for one for I can watch the show, but really to help you on any parts that might mess up to make it a little better for you and her." And Toroki said, I thank you." And Zook said, "Oh, also one thing. And tell your mother about this. She will help you extremely." And he said, thank you, I guess. And he pretty much leave. On the very, everybody's pretty much still doing this, and they do karaoke. Everybody singing. Zuko is a terrible singer, but he still sings with his whole heart and soul into it. That just show people that he is not afraid that he is terrible at something, because they thought he was perfect at everything since he'd been helping with everybody's relationships. And he pretty much gave up that show. Everybody pretty much started laughing on how terrible he really is, almost tone deaf. But Zook said, "It's fine, I don't mind. I'm just showing you guys that I'm not perfect either." Yeah. And everybody started laughing at that remark. So it died down where everybody it started just decide to watch a movie. They can't really decide on any certain one, so they chose a romantic movie. So Zuku sat down and pressed play. It was getting to the previews of all the other stuff and then to the movie. And Suyu pretty much got real close to Zuko and snuggled up with him. And so the girl sees this and actually pull on all the guys. So Mina and Kirishima did the same thing, but they're both hugging each other. Um, it was a real surprise when Uraraka was actually pulling on a Bakugo. Can we please watch it? I really want to watch it. And when Baku said no and tried to walk away, she said, "Please, I won't ask you for anything else." And she's doing this cute, see, pretty much pouting the whole time and trying to like still keep pulling. And Baku said, "Fine, I'll watch this round face." And she said, "Thank you." And they sit in a certain couch, recliner of some sort. He's sitting and she's sitting on him, and wrap her arms around him and watch the TV. Who else? And Invisible Girl and the Tell guy, they were already there, but no one can see them because they were so quiet. They pretty much, she was holding on to him, but it seemed like he was sitting there by himself. And Zuko pretty much gave them a blanket to make it look like they're actually hugging. So they see that Hakakure is also there. Finally got her name. I think that's her name. I'm not sure. But some of the rest of the girls are sitting there watching next to some guys, but they don't know who. Toroki is actually getting interested, so he pulled up a chair and watched it too. Momo asked him, "So you like romance movies?" And Toroki said, not really, but I never really watched it, so I guess the first time's a charm, I guess. Would you be able to explain things to me as the movies go, if that's alright? And Momo said, "Yeah, sure. I can explain you some parts with some blushing because this is a very romance, almost up to 18 plus, but she knows this and Toroki doesn't. So yeah, Dinky is actually there watching it as well, but Jiro is not. She actually passed by and asked Dinky, "What are you doing? Why? I never pegged you as a romantic type." And Dinky said, "Well, there's a lot of things you don't know about me, but I really do like the romantic parts. I see the guys seem so cool at these parts." And Kirishima chimes in and said, "Yeah, they're so manly, getting the girl and making her happy." So they both did a fist bump. Said, "Yeah, hey Jiro, do you want to like watch?" She said, no. Oh, you guys can tell me about it tomorrow." He said, "Oh, okay. I guess good night." Oh man. So they have their movie. Everybody's pretty much watching it. There was a certain area which was 18 plus, but it didn't go any further. And everybody was blushing. Deku was not. Suyu was not. Everybody else was blushing. Was not because he doesn't understand. And Momo, she's extremely blushing because she understands, but she now had to explain it to Toroki. So this little scene of her explaining what exactly is going on and why it's so 18 plus to Toroki. And when he finally gets it, he said, "Oh, I'm so I'm sorry. I didn't know." And he's actually like his quirk is freaking out right now. His eyes like showing up, coming out. But Zuko said, "Hey, it's okay. It's just a movie. It does not really happen. It just shows it." And so he said, "Yeah, the same thing. Pretty much the same thing." So everybody pretty much calmed down, and and Toroki actually calmed down a lot and said, "Oh, so this is why I need to learn romance. Makes so much more sense." So that day, everybody leaves when the movie is over, but two people fell asleep on each other's arms, and this one will be actually Bakugo and Oraka fell asleep in each other's arm when the movie was over, and someone was about to wake them up, but Deku said, "Don't wake Bakugo up." And this is too perfect. Let's take a picture first. So the girls take a picture. The guys are enjoying it. I really like this view of Bakugo being nice for once. But they leave them there and have their moment. Everybody else went to their rooms. The girls, the guys, all the guys that had their girlfriends give them a kiss and say goodnight to them. Almost at the same time. The guys kind of laugh at that little scene going on Deku and Bakugo and Uraraka. And the next day comes. So everything goes normal for everybody. A week has passed since then. Yeah, I should do it. Yeah, why not? So, on Monday, the very next week, on Monday, the big three comes in. And so they do the same thing on introducing themselves and with the rest of the class. And they're pointing out the top three strongest people in their class. And he said, especially you three, I want to fight you guys. I want to see how strong you guys really are. All excited like and stuff. So everybody pretty much are at the gym and getting ready for this fight. Zuko's actually uh, turn on his quirk and make threads throughout everywhere. Since he's getting a hang of it, getting it everywhere, it's good. Yeah, it's gonna be a fight scene, so get ready right now. Okay, this will be a very interesting scene of events. So he doesn't turn his quirk on. He just did enough for around his with his classmates, well him and Suyu. So everybody getting ready, and Zuko, and when Aizawa says start, all the close range fighters comes in and start try to hit him. Zuko was the first one. He pushed himself far enough. It was faster, but he still missed. Same area that he tried to hit. Mirror at first, the face, and then his legs, and then he disappeared somehow. He did his little comment and then start taking down a few of the long range people. As I get to the last person, sorry, it's been a while since I've seen that fight. Okay, Zuka said, okay, everybody close range. Okay, I'm going to turn on my quirk. Everybody use my quirk as much as they can. And I think I know what his quirk is, but I'm not sure. It seems like he can phase through or teleport. And he's saying this out loud, so the other two are very impressed that he's thinking of this and telling everybody as they're going. So everybody's getting close, but his thread area is still small. Where when Mario pops up, all naked like, and punch some more, they can't handle it and they pass out as well. So Zuko, Bakugo, and Todoroki are still there. Todoroki was using his fire for he can get used to it, for he won't hurt anybody else. Deku said, use your ice quirk as well. Bakugo, get ready. And he said, ready for what? And Bakugo sees him right in front of him and the explosion, but it phased right through, went down, and Zuko predicted this, turned around, and wait for it to Detroit smash, and Muriel pops up right there. Zuko wait for a second and start throwing a punch. At that moment, Muriel does the same thing, where he's going to poke his eye on out. And Zuko was about to close his eye and said, and right at that very millimeter close to his eye, he said, thread jail. And it trapped Muriel. It was just, and Muriel said, huh? What? And he can't move. And he was going to use his quirk, but he was taking, he said, he's trying to take his breath. But Todoroki had enough time to use his ice to cover him. And it froze some parts, was really cold, and then he permeated through. But when he comes back up, he sees that he's still in the same spot. And Zook said, I knew it. I can't believe it worked. And Muriel said, huh? What? I thought I went through this. And Zook said, hey, Todoroki, melt the ice. I think we're good now. And Deku said, well, with my quirk, technically it's not there. So, technically, you can't phase through that's what's not there. So your quirk does not work on my quirk. Very nice to know that my quirk is very stronger than yours. And he let go and said, wow, man, and that was fun. I can't believe that your quirk actually stopped me from permeating through. And he said, yeah, you're right. I can phase through people, but phase through objects, but I had to focus on and he tell him the problems of it. At first it was weak because he couldn't handle it, but afterwards he got really strong with it. Zuko the other two are surprised that his quirk is not able to phase through unless it was allowed to. So they're still asking more questions on how that worked, and Zuko has no idea how that even worked. He was so happy that it did, but he was so confused on how his quirk was able to cancel out his quirk. And Deku quirk can cancel out Muriel's quirk. Yeah, I'm going to end it at this point. They do, and yeah, Aizawa in their dorm pretty much tell them, since you guys already have your license, you still need more experience. So this is your next what's it called? You need to do another internship with these hero agencies that are way higher. And Mira explained about the rest in more detail. So everybody understands this, and we're thinking like, who else can they do it to? Some of them have some ideas, but Muriel said, but I have I'm not sure how the scene goes. I'm going to go check it, and I'm going to end it at this point. Sorry for the short-ish video, but I can't really go further ahead, or the rest of the story won't make sense. So, see ya. Have a nice day. And their couple is getting very close of being a real couple. And there's Todoroki and Momo. But it's not there yet. See ya. Have a nice day. Bye.